Hey gang, we're here for a 15-minute deep core work, prenatal, postpartum. This is going to be deep core focused, so we're going to involve everything from our transverse abdominals to our glutes. This is low impact, obviously, but feel free to take any additional modifications that I will make available, as well as any progressions, depending on the stage that you're in and what feels right for you today. So make sure you've got your water nearby. Make sure you've got enough space around you and you've got your mat. Equipment today, I'm using an 8-pound med ball. If that feels like too much for you, you may want to use a Pilates or ball bar, which which has some give and some squish. If you don't have one of those, you can feel free to use a pillow or some sort of household item that has a little bit of give, and this is for inner thigh work today. We'll also be using a long loop band. You can also use a resistance band with handles, but anything like this will work. And those are the only pieces of equipment we will need today. So let's get right to it. We've got 2 circuits and a 2-minute finisher, 30 seconds of work in each block of work. So we're going to begin in a decline hamstring position. Go ahead and extend. We're working with that right side, flex the foot, and we're just gonna go extend and contract, just like a regular hamstring curl. And this is a safe, effective way to do that while pregnant or postpartum. Really feeling that hamstring work and that slight little glute activation. That's what we're looking for. Good, lower down and switch. It's a little bit easier to be in this decline position on the forearms as opposed to up on the hands or the wrists. And this is gonna really help keep that spine neutral and keep the core engaged. That's what you want. Perfect. 5 seconds, we're gonna stay in this position or a similar position for our broken plank holds. So go ahead and lower down. Shoulders stacked above those wrists. We're just gonna go ahead and lift and lower. So 5-second intervals. As you lift, I want you to bring that belly button in towards the spine. Inhale deep. Exhale, lower down, let it go. Coming again, inhale, lift. Belly button towards the spine. 2, 1, lower it down, exhale, let it go. Awesome work. We're gonna scoop it around into some bridging. Heels close to the booty. Go ahead and lift. We're gonna take it into a march. So if this is too much for you, keep hands by the side. If that march feels like it's too much, you can choose to lower that range of motion, or you can just simply hold this bridge, okay? So do what feels right for you today. We've got 5 seconds. Good. First rest, lower down. Awesome work. So circuit 1, round 1 complete. Feel free to grab a sip of water, take some rest, stretch it out. Do whatever you need, whatever your body needs from you today. Again, the motivation here is much different than maybe your motivation any other time you're not pregnant or postpartum. The motivation is about having a safe and effective labor and delivery experience, or getting your core back to where it was before you were pregnant, slowly, safely, effectively. All right, so the motivation is always a little bit different in these stages, and it's not always going to be like that. You're going to be able to progress, you're going to be able to work harder, but for now, we work smart. So let's go ahead and bring it back to those hamstring curls. Flex the foot, contract, extend. Good. And if you're not feeling that little glute activation, try to get a little higher range of motion if possible. Good. And lower down, switch. Flex that foot, extend, contract. Perfect. Awesome work, 10 seconds. We'll be finding that broken plank. And in your broken plank, I want you to focus on that diamond breathing. So remember that diamond, it extends as you exhale, it contracts as you inhale. So go ahead, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down, let it go. Here we go, inhale, lift. Lower down, let it go. You can scoop that spine. Bring that spine to neutral. Draw the navel in, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down and relax. Good. Let's bring it over into our bridge. March if you are comfortable marching. Now remember, you want to still keep that nice strong bridge even as you march. So lock those hips up. Everything's working here. Lower abs, transverse abs. The glutes are working. Good. Exhale, lower down. Good. Excellent job. Again, feel free to grab your drink. Take a little rest, take some recovery, do what you have to do. I know that transitioning from front and back, supine position, that all can feel like a lot depending on where you are. Here we go, last, final round here, circuit 1, hamstring curls. This is a move that I did a lot of when I was pregnant. There was a lot of hamstring curling deep into my pregnancy too. Perfect. Good. Lower down. And I remember towards the end of my most recent pregnancy, but all my pregnancies, I remember going to the gym specifically at times just to walk and stretch. I just needed to get myself moving in some way in order to feel like, okay, you know, I'm making some progress today, even if it's just walking or stretching. And when I was getting past my due date, because I was past my due date every single time, I remember saying like, okay, inhale, lift. If I can just like make a little progress, lower down. And this baby's gonna come on time because, you know, I at least attempted to walk like a couple miles each day, lower down. Then I was determined to give myself that chance because I was so incredibly motivated, lower down, not to have to be induced. And that was my only motivator. Last time for these bridges. Here we go, heels close to the booty, lift, strong bridge, let's march. Good. Awesome job. Good, 20 seconds. So I felt like if I could walk the baby out, if I had even a fraction of a percentage better chance to do that, I was gonna do that. Good. 5 seconds to go. Almost there for 3, 2, and 1, lower down. Good. All right, we're gonna move into circuit 2. Circuit 2 has some hip circles. We've got some bridge extensions. We've got some bird dogs, and you're going to need your band for this circuit. So make sure you've got your band nearby. We won't need our ball until the very end. And if you're done grabbing your sip of water, getting some rest, let's get right to it. So our hip circles, you can be in a decline position for these as well. Helps to isolate. Go ahead into a donkey kick, extend out to a hydrant, lower down, and then come back around. So kick that ceiling, lower down, extend it out, lower. Perfect. Good. Don't get lazy with that core. Remember your diamond breathing. Out, kick that ceiling, lower down. Go ahead and switch. This move is so awesome for hip mobility. And the biggest thing during labor and delivery is having the ability to like really open up those hips. I remember having, like they gave me that egg ball to put in between my legs and open up my hips, allowing for that baby to come out smoother. A little bit easier of a transition. Good. All right, so we're gonna bridge, hold, grab our band, and as we bridge, we extend it. Good. And lower down, bring it up, extend. So we've got a little extra work in that core in this bridge. Lower down, extend and lower, lift up, extend. Good. Lower. Awesome work. So we're going to come into a bird dog, a modified bird dog. So literally draw that navel in, neutral spine, extend, reach, hold, lower. Opposite side, reach, extend, lower. So that got that slight glute activation. We've got a little balance work going on, some stability. Lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last time, extend. And lower. So this move specifically feels maybe a little bit more challenging depending on the phase that you're in. That one was very challenging for me postpartum, specifically because getting back to basic stabilization was something that took a lot of patience for me, specifically just even getting like that breath work, that core breath work down. And it seems a little bit boring at times. Oh, sorry. Not back to that move. We've got hip circle. Hip circles. Come on, wake up, Caitlin. Here we go. Hip circle it out. So sometimes the moves that feel, you know, that they look easy or feel easy, it's almost like PT work. Like PT is super effective when you need it and when you're able to focus on it. And the second you think, oh, like, switch it up. This is not working, or this is boring, or I don't have time. You know, that's really actually where you need to implement the basics the most, right? Because you're in PT for a certain length of time for a reason. It's essentially rehabbing. You're rehabbing and you're looking to really improve the strength and flexibility in the areas where you need to in a safe and manageable way. So pregnancy and postpartum is similar. You're not recovering from an injury, but if you think about it, you're trying to repair the body after a process like giving birth, labor and delivery. Like if perhaps your abdomen was split open, like you can't take that lightly. You just can't take that lightly. So if any of my C-section mamas are here, you almost have to double down in a way in order to really safely get to where you want to go and avoid a setback. All right, so this is the way to do that. Bird dogs, neutral spine, draw the navel in, extend, hold, release. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down and switch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, down and switch. Try to keep the head, neck, shoulders neutral and relaxed. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, return. Awesome. So we've got one more round, gang, and then we've got a 2-minute finisher, and then we're going to leave each other. So let's go right into the last round. If you need a little bit more rest, take it. Join me when you can. Hip circle it out. Boom, 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 boom. Don't forget about that diamond breathing. And it doesn't matter if you're 8 months, 9 months, that deep core breathing will really, really help keep the abdomen tight, all right, and avoid separation. Good. So where you run into trouble is when you have some coning going on. And again, as always, if something doesn't feel right, if you feel pain, if you feel straining, if something just does not feel right, listen to your body. Just listen to your body, take a rest, take a breather, stretch it out. Do not ignore what your body's trying to tell you, because your body will signal to you for a reason. Good. Let's come back into our bridge. And I love stabilization core work that does not involve your obvious core movements, crunching, certain ab movements that obviously need to be avoided during pregnancy. And a lot of us feel like because you can't do crunches, because you can't do traditional core work, that core work needs to be ignored completely. And that's clearly just not true. You just have to be slightly creative and open to different movements. Perfect. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower down. Last inhale, extend. Exhale, lower down. Good. So we've reached our 2-minute finisher. Essentially a ton of bridging, okay? So we've got a ton of bridging. If you've got a mini loop band and you want to slip that over your mid-thigh to get a little bit more resistance in your abduction, we're essentially going to go into a bridge abductor, and then we're going to get into some inner thigh work with that med ball squeezing. So we bridge, extend, again, option to grab a mini loop band, place it around mid-thigh so you've got that little bit of added resistance. I'm actually going to grab mine right now. You know what? Why not? It's in here somewhere. Here it is. All right, so resistance level of your choice. We're going to begin with abduction, and then we will essentially squeeze your med ball, your Pilates ball, whatever you've got. So here we go. 2 minutes of straight bridging. Woo, hope you're ready. Oh, I just picked up the heaviest resistance band that I own. So my abduction is clearly not gonna look like much in terms of range of motion, but it's cool. All right, 30 seconds in, switch your band off. So we're gonna alternate every 30 seconds, okay? So here we go, up and squeeze now. You really gotta work to keep that ball in place, especially if you're like me, working with an 8-pound med ball. That's not easy to keep in between those knees. Good, hold, squeeze, lower down, relax. Good, lower down. Last time, up and squeeze. Lower down and switch. 1 minute down, 1 minute to go. This is telling me I gotta break in my heavy glute mini loop band, the heaviest resistance, because I clearly do not use it. Again, nothing wrong with just going freestyle, no band, just body weight here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, good. Last 30 seconds of work. We bridge, we squeeze. Here we go. In between the thighs, get it in a comfortable spot. But you gotta work to squeeze that ball in place. 2, 3. I want you to squeeze as hard as you can for 3 seconds. 2, 3, release, right back to it. Squeeze, 2, 3, release. Good, last time up. 1, 2, 3, good, release. Awesome work, team. Go ahead and cool it down, slay the rest of your day. Hydrate, eat something nourishing for the body today. Make sure you take care of you. Mamas put ourselves last way too often. You gotta fill your cup first in order for you to care for everybody else. So don't ignore what your body needs from you. Slay the rest of your day, mamas. I'll see you next time.